Hello, Mike. Back to the bottom. My name is Beast, and today we're back with fucked up shit. Apparently, ignore the band-aid. I had some blood taken today. Am I the only one that always gets really fucking tired after getting like a blood sample taken? Like it just kind of sat there while I have like, okay, sure is a lot. They're still going. Yeah, it turns out they were filling like a fucking vial this big with my fucking blood. Turns out that shit ain't the best when you only have like 5 hours of sleep. Oh Lord. I of course proceeded to go take a nap immediately after. Anyways, let's ignore AG. Washington stands proud and alone under the beating sun, his teeth sparkling. Yo and I glare at the son of a bitch from under the shade of the parasol we erected in the sand. Right, but he's so worried about looking good naked that he sunbathes in the buff so even his cock out of tan. Huh? 夏は外でしてたら勝手に焼けるだろ。何を言ってるんだ? No one asked. Who even invited this fuckboy anyway?
火起こし役に決まってんだろ。誰もこんなクソ暑い中管理したくねえからな。こいつなら火の粉でチンゲ焦げてもノーダメだろ。
You actually signed up to be a gopher? Did you not have a single one of your girlfriends to keep your company today?
友人が女関係であたふたするところが見れるのなら、たまにはパシられてやってもいいさ。
Fancy that? I only came here to watch girls act silly myself. A fucking course! A fucking course! Hold on. Hold on. Loud boisterous voice interrupts the bland conversation we're having. Boing, 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 boing. The boobs are jiggling around so much you can practically hear them. Yeah, never stops being impressive.
それはもう水着じゃなくて紐じゃねえか。
These mysterious hard boobs continue bouncing for several seconds even after he's come to a stop. It's impressive how they aren't fucking already bouncing out of the damn thing. I think you need to be more aware of your attractiveness, Layla.
水着似合ってる? No, ありがとう.
Unfortunately, she doesn't jump and give me a hug, but she does place both her hands on my shoulders so I can hear her cheery voice loud and clear. The grin on my face is something entirely beyond my control, trust me.
いやいや、それにしてもリアクション薄くないか?
あれに関しては今に始まったことではないからな。
Both of us are used to this. Desensitized even. She's way more careless with how she dresses at the door.
ナオくん、エッチなレイラの水着にデレデレしないの。
I see you agree she's sexy. You aren't getting jealous now, are you?
そんなんじゃないし、私も褒めてほしいなんてこれっぽっちも思ってないから。
I've already seen you in that. Did you forget?
そういえば、前にお風呂で見せたことあるんだった。
Kirame might not be as airheaded as Layla, but I'm glad I'm going to make sure she's made aware that it's a problem before the day ends.
なお、カニさんいた。
Hold up, we're not grilling that. Put the poor crap down, meat only. Yuko's already in a good mood. Today we're hosting the barbecue we missed out on last time. Better yet, Hoshino's the one dealing with all the work.
暑いわね。なんだってこんな日に外出なくちゃいけないのよ。
Why does her swimsuit have an easy access hole?
ルイ、嫌だった?いつもお家でアニメ見てるだけだからたまにはいいかなって思って誘ったんだけど。
別にそんなことはないわ。
Kira immediately gets jealous of seeing Layla and Ryuri chatting. Quit moping and go join them, there's your big chance.
私はユアちゃんと遊びに来たんだから、まずはそっち。
You're not mad at the rest of us are here too. I know you thought it'd just be you and her.
言ったでしょ、お友達はたくさんいた方がいいんだから。
Well, good luck with that, I guess.
豚ちゃん、暑いわ。仰いでちょうだい。
えいえい、聖火を濡らして濡れすき聖火にしてやる。えいえい。
水着なんだからいくら濡らしても透けないでしょ。やめなさいってば。
Two beautiful girls playing at the beach. Well, what a sight to behold.
ナオくん、早速鼻の下が伸びてる。
Well, why don't you go over and have fun with them? That's what I really want to see.
言われなくとも。
Her legs wobble as she makes her way over to you. I'm expecting a train wreck.
ヒラメ、カニさん。
カニさん肩に乗せないで。
チョキチョキ。
Mirako's trying to help ease Kitama's nerves in her own special way, so I decided to leave him to that.
なんであんたまでいるのよ。
You really think everyone here would come and not invite me?
砂の中あったかいよ。
But he has for some reason buried every part of Layla in the sand except for her tits. Why even the face? You're not supposed to bury that. Can she breathe?
肌呼吸っての知らないの？こんだけおっぱいの表面積でかければそれぐらい余裕でしょ。
What kind of game is this?
今はこっちの方が都合がいいでしょ。あんたまたユアとあのたこ焼き娘がいるとこにのこのこ出てきてどういうつもりなのよ。
Can't say no without a reason. They think it's weird. Hey, by the way, you think I can get away with copying a few right now?
もし触ったら私がバラすから。相変わらず危機感ないわね。
You know, this is a tricky situation, right? That's why I'm here discussing it with you. For some reason, I join in and help Rudy pat down the sand that's covering everything but Layla's boobs. I have no idea what she's saying, but I think she's having fun.
ユアちゃん、一緒に遊ぼう。
いいよ。何する？
いきなり近いよ。
もう乳くり合った仲じゃないの。乳くり合った。
Oh no. Hold on, I feel like I need to... Yeah.
誤解を生むような発言は控えて。
I mean, it's not really misleading. She did rub her tits against yours in the bath. Oh, my little Kirame is trying her best to make friends. I think someone must be cutting onions.
あんたに涙腺とかあったんだ。どう考えたってユアよりあのホワホワたこ焼き娘がお似合いなのにね。
Sorry, but who was the person who threatened me into continuing my relationship with you?
実際のところどうなの？
If I had an answer for that, I wouldn't be a two-timing prick.
それもそうね。愚問だったわ。あんたもそこに寝転びなさい。罪作りなチンコを突き出した砂の墓場を作ってやるわ。
My cock isn't doing shit. If you're that bloodthirsty, go execute your old friend. I can see him hitting on some lady over there.
尻刺されるだけじゃ刺激不足なんじゃないの？エイジのやつ。
I heard how you and Yua initially became friends the other day, but what led to your falling out anyway?
普通に喧嘩したのよ。それはよくあることだったけど、原因が視野のことだったから。ユアからいろいろ聞いた今ならわかるでしょ。
Ah, right. Now that I know how Yua became the person she is now, it isn't hard to imagine how that conversation must have
で
gone.
も大人げないのはユアだし、私が別に間違っているとも思ってないから。今さらごめんなさいするのも違うと思って。
Yeah, I get that.
自覚あるのか知らないけど、今のシアって昔のユアにそっくりなのよ。
Well, I don't believe you.
ほんとよ。いくら義理とはいえ血はつながってるんだから。ユアは途中から育て方を間違えてああなったのよ。
You could be a little more gentle with your phrasing, but you're not wrong.
だからね、ちゃんと愛されてるって伝えられたら、今はあんなんでもちょっとは響くと思うのよ。
I don't know, I feel like you're clutching at straws.
あんたは ずっと愛を否定してきたユアが作ったただ唯一の弱み。今後あるかもわからない一縷の望み。いわばラスボスユアを倒すことのできる勇者の剣なの。
She's a sword. That sounds so cool. Wait, I'm only the sword, and I kind of need someone to wield me now.
いざとなれば私が勇者になるわ。だからたとえそれが二股かけてるクズ野郎でもユアを最後まで攻略してもらわないと困るの。
Wow, they don't say Kirama's better for me if you think otherwise.
これはあくまで私の願望であって、それをいくらクズ相手だからって押し付ける気はないわ。二股なんてするもんじゃないと今でも思ってるし、穏便に解消できるのならそれに越したことはないでしょ。
Man, you're too good for me, Dewey. I'm gonna fall in love with you in my next life.
あんたそればっかりね。もっと褒め方のパターン用意しておきなさいよ。それに勇者の剣ってラスボス倒したら永久に封印されるものでしょ。
You're gonna do that to me? Don't scare me like that.
だからもしあんたにその気があるなら私を頼りなさい。最大限あんたのこと利用して使い捨ててやるから。
Right, I'll bear that in a very tiny corner of my mind.
あったかポワポワで気絶しちゃいそうだった。今度はルイの番ね。
Right, as we finish our conversation, Layla rises from the sand, reborn. I think you're about to pass out.
レイラ、こいつが悪さしないようにチンコだけ出して埋めるわよ。
それならまずおちんちん立たせないとちっちゃくてすぐ埋まっちゃうよ。
私たちの水着姿見てもちっとも反応しないあたり。
You're gonna get me hard on the beach? That's fucked up. Hey, wait, you just implied I have a tiny dick. Don't make me whip it out right now.
ダメだよ、なお。おちんちん見せるのなら人気のない場所にしてね。
That's the problem?
そういう問題じゃないでしょ。
Can these girls not come up with anything more normal to do at the beach?
いくよ、キラメ。それ。
Scroll a bit over to this side here. I want a bit more Miyako, a bit less bitch, you know. I will be taking multiple iterations of this as thumbnails, as potential
高
thumbnails.
く上げすぎ。眩しくて見えない。
Ball isn't the only thing bouncing around. Very nice. Combination of Layla's and Kitama's boobs bouncing freely is enough to get me a little hot around the collar. Although Kirame is so prone to getting flustered that she still comes across as more cute than sexy.
なおにも人並みにスケベ心があって俺は安心したぞ。
おい、炭管理を怠るなよ、ナンパ野郎。もっと内輪で仰いで炭を育てろ。
そこまで言うのなら自分でやればいいのに。
I wish I could join the girls. Instead, I'm stuck with these fuckers. The other way!
たく騒がしいわね。
聖火はもっと騒いでプルンプルンしているところを私に見せてくれないと。せっかくの水着なんだから。
豚ちゃん、おっさんみたいなこと言わないで。ユアが望むのならいくらでもプルンプルンさせるのに。
ねえ古賀くん、私の美麗な水着姿に何か言うことないの？
Wait, what? I'm not gonna get murdered for staring?
どうして殺害される心配をしているの？私ってそんなバイオレンスな生き方しているつもりないんだけどな。
何私の許可なくユアのこと見ているのかしら。
I'm worried about getting killed because the resident lesbian is glaring daggers at me right now. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Unfortunately, I know she won't resort to violence while you is present, so I decide to ogle away. That's one assertive pose there. I've never seen anyone strike it in real life
ど
before.
う？エロかわいいでしょ？勃起までは許す。
What the hell? Why are you girls so determined to give me a boner at a public beach? Are you trying to get me arrested? You is usually rather guarded except on rare occasions, so getting to freely observe her curvy body is quite honestly turning me on. She puts on such an overbearing act that I forget how popular she is among guys. Damn, she's cute. If only her personality were better.
よし。ちゃんと私にメロメロだな。許す。
What am I being allowed to do this time?
そう、生きることじゃないの？
I need permission for that? This girl really is terrifying. Stay safe, distance away from her. I mean,
ほら見なさい、類類心臓よ。これは再現率 99.9% と言っても過言ではないわ。
bit further back over there, I still want Layla in the shot because Layla's cute. Layla's still awesome. What a waste of talent. How's that thing even standing on its own? Gotta say, I'm impressed she's having so much fun when we're not even at some anime event. The beach really is a place where you can be yourself.
なお見て、鍵さんが破壊の限りを尽くしている。
Keep an eye on that crab and make sure it doesn't get anywhere near Dudu's sculpture. Miyuko's off in her own world as usual. Her pale skin really stands out in comparison to the other girls. For the record, Miyako isn't fond of crabs specifically, she just likes observing small animals in general. Reptiles gross me out, but she's even fine around them.
みんな、熱中症にならないよう、水分補給はまめにするんだよ。
But I choose you, Nagumin!
私？
The swimsuit's plain, but with an open back, it really emphasizes her curves, which she tends to not show off much. What to say, yo?
なんで俺に聞くんだよ。お前、姉が水着着てたって何の感想も出てこないだろ普通。
意地悪ようちゃんの感想なんて花から期待してません。
Gotta say, you could give Layla a run for her money. Don't let her swipe first place from you on the hot and sexy contest, Kirame.
むむ。古賀くんが豊島を口説いてる気配を感じて。
She isn't even middle-aged!
年、ま、ピキピキ。
I think you're fucking murdered, you! As temperate as Nagumin is, that comment really causes her veins to bulge.
確かに溢れ出る熟れたエロオーラでは勝てないけど、総合力じゃ負けてないんだから。
熟れた、ピキピキ。
You know, most people don't intentionally step on landmines while you're trying to pick a fight with Nagumin.
あのさ、本命の彼女差し置いて豊島のおっぱいお姉さん褒めてたら、私がどう思うかぐらい想像できないわけ？
You ain't anywhere near sweet enough to pull off that jealous but adorable act. Life would be so much easier if you were.
おい早まるな。売れた豊島お姉さんどころかただの知女になるつもりか。
Okay, never mind. He has drawn the aggro. He has drawn the aggro. Excellent tank abilities.
この紐を緩めたらどうなるか、目に物見せてやるんだから。キー！
Your teasing me has resulted in a completely innocent bystander getting hurt. Poor Nagumin. I mean, to be fair, not exactly innocent. He did also call her middle-aged.
もっと火強めて、火力が足りない。
バーベキューはゆっくり焼くのもおつなものじゃないか。ちょっと待て、その肉はまだ焼けてないだろ。
おらー、もっと焼けこら。肉もまともに焼けないのか、おらー。何のために呼んだと思ってんだ。
俺が一体何したってんだ。
Perhaps it's all the cheating. Once noon arrives, our gluttonous cat from hell, Miyako, gets impatient and starts whining, and Yua takes the opportunity to join her. She must really hate Hoshino. Not that I don't get either.
なおくん、お肉まだっぽいし、海の家でたこ焼き買ってきてもいい？
Sure, I'm in the mood for yakisoba myself, so I'll come with you. You're a bit of an airhead, so you're just setting yourself up to be hit on.
それぐらい一人でなんとかできるわ。
Yeah, right. And picture you freaking out already. It would be one thing if you were fully dressed, but I'm not gonna let you go roaming around in a bikini. You're too cute.
ありがとう。
No, you actually thanked me for once. Two of us sneak away from the group to head toward the beach hut. Wanna hold hands?
あれ？なおくんちょっと照れてる？
No, my cheeks are just sunburnt.
ごまかすのも下手くそだ。
Don't make me poke your tits.
ただの変態さんだ。
Gotcha. She throws her hands up in exasperation as sees upon that opportunity to grab hold and link our fingers together.
なおくん、お手手大きいね。
You know what they say about guys with big hands? They got big cocks too!
ねえ、暑さで頭やられてるんじゃないの？
Probably, but I figured I should like warn you before we get to the loving consensual sex stage.
絶対関係ないと思う。
Can't wait to see you cry my name in tears when you cling to me. While you cling to me.
泣かせないでよ。ちゃんと優しくして。
I made Miyako cry, and if she did, then you're definitely gonna.
もう今そんな話しなくったっていいでしょ。
Sorry, so everything going good with you and Riri?
ちょっとだけ。でも油断するとすぐレイラと遊んじゃう。
How about this for a solution? I'll put the moves on her and take her off somewhere you won't have to worry about her.
ナオくんごときにホイホイついていくレイラじゃないでしょ。
Well, that's no way to speak about your boyfriend. Took a serious blow to my self-confidence.
無駄な自信に満ち溢れてるくせに何言っても嫌われないとでも思ってる？
Well, I'd never be that mean to you in the first place.
他の子には言ってるんだ。
Yeah, I don't want to get in your bad side.
それは私のことが好きってこと？
I love you to pieces.
人前でほおずりしてこないでよ。
So what, you wouldn't let me do this in private either? How are we gonna get to the point where we can have loving consensual sex?
だから大声で変なこと言わ
It's like he wants to be caught.
ないで。もうナオくんってばほんとバカなんだ。
Amazed by my idiocy, she burst out laughing. Seeing her smile makes me afraid that I might have fucked up.
だからね、ナオくんにもちゃんと考えておいてほしい。
What's some thought?
私とラブラブセックスした後のこと。はあ、そろそろまずいってぐらいはわかるでしょ。私もユアとのきっかけは作れたし、もうあんたもどっちか選びなさい。
I recall my conversation with Kirame as well as Ruri's warning. I know how you feel when you say you're fine with the way things are now, Miyako. Nothing's changing, but there's comfort in not rocking the boat, which makes it hard to walk away from. However, everything eventually comes to an end, whether you like it or not. We'll ultimately choose Kirame or not.
ナオくん、これ以上持てないから持って。
How many of those are you planning to eat? Damn.
違う。こっちはみんなで食べる分だから勘違いしないでよね。
He's holding so many boxes of takoyaki that even I doubt she could finish that many. Hey, order some yakisoba too and some snow cones and drinks.
ナオくんって欲張りさんだよね。
I take everything I want, that's the kind of guy I am. Also, she's the one to talk given all the takoyaki she's holding. Still, she's cute, so I'll let her off.
もうそんないっぱい買ってバカなんじゃないの？前見て歩けないじゃないの。あ、ライさん。
Ruri snatches half of the tower of takoyaki from Kirame. Not gonna take any of mine. Fine, I see how it is. What are you even doing here, though? You're gonna get upset at you again.
お花摘みに来ただけよ。あんたたちこそ何大胆にもデートしてるのよ。そういうのはもっとバレないようにしなさい。
Nothing like that. We just went to buy some food.
どうだか。
Her eyes narrow maliciously as she peers into Kirame's rosy-cheeked face.
あ、半分持ってくれてありがとう。ルイ。しばかれたいの？
Gotta be careful what you say around her.
ルイでいいわよ。最近私のこと変な呼び方するやつばっかりだから、ちゃんと名前で呼ばれたいの。ねえ、なんとかクズ野郎さん。
After she gets done teasing Kirame, she turns her attention to me. Thought calling her Riri was her own special privilege. Now I learn it annoys her. Come on, Riri. I thought we were friends.
ルイちゃんで勘弁してください。なんで名前呼ぶだけなのにびっ
Because you're terrifying the poor girl. Try to be a little nicer, would you?
誰がどう見たって優しくしてるでしょうが。あんたに対する態度の100倍は優しいわよ。
So she says, but we both know she has a soft spot for me. Hold on, Kirame. You call Miyako by her first name just fine. How does that work?
だってミヤコは別に怖くないもん。
Yeah, I know what you mean. She's not even scary when she gets mad. She can be sort of aloof, but she's not scary in the slightest. I've known her a long time, and only now that someone else pointed it out to me do I have that realization. It's probably why she has so many friends. You and Riru are a lot more intense by comparison. Sure, they can be endearing when they want to be, but they can't fully conceal their intimidating auras. Come on, Riru, you gotta show her you don't bite. There's your chance to make some friends.
ルイちゃんも友達少ないの？
Kirama's eyes start to sparkle.
ちょっと早速同族意識持たれ始めてるじゃないの。私は別に好き好んで友達増やそうと思ってないだけよ。
でもレイラと仲良くしてるよね。
なんでプリプリしてるのよ。それは単に趣味が共通だから。どっちかというと向こうが先に懐いてきたし。
If Miyako's a cat, then Layla's a puppy. Yeah, I see it. Layla gets along with just about anyone.
私は未だにコスプレ喫茶のバイト仲間外れにされたのを根に持っている。
見るからに接客向いてないでしょあんた。
Gotta think of it. Do you have enough money without? Do you have enough money without a job?
友達少ないしあんまり出かけないからお金かからない。仕送りだけだと毎月のたこ焼き代がちょっと不安になるけど。
So takoyaki is your only monthly purchase.
なら夏休みに向けてバイト探した方がいいんじゃないの。友達増えたのなら遊びに誘われるでしょ。私が誘うかもしれないし。
じゃあバイト探しておくね。それから
この際だから言いたいことは何でも言っておきなさい。
ルイちゃん、私のことも名前で。
そうね、私もちょうどほわほわたこ焼き娘って呼ぶの長くてめんどくさいと思ってたとこなのよ。
そんな呼び方してたんだ。でも
Oh no, she's an idiot.
ちょっと嬉しいかも。
Okay, Morgan responded to Layla's swimsuit saying just 2 words. Big and whack. Was a nickname? Or was an insult? Up against intervening and simply watch as Ruiru takes the most roundabout way of making friends with Kirame, who herself is being uncharacteristically proactive.
ほら、そろそろ戻らないとお肉なくなるわよ。キラメ。
ルイちゃん。
Kirarui for life. Is there anything better than being able to ship your waifus? What? Upon reaching with the food in tow, we find the gang having descended into chaos. We saw it with Miyako. She's obviously acting strange.
宇宙は空にある。
Well, at least millions aren't dead yet. Why are you actually scaring me? I've never seen her act like this before. It's as if she's in contact with extraterrestrials for real.
いやー、ごめん。海野さん結構飲ませても平気かと思ったらそんなことないんだね。
What have you done? Don't use her as a big guinea pig.
人体ってあれ猫じゃん。
Oh, never mind. There he goes. Millions are dead.
目からビーム出てる。
And she's a bit of a lightweight. She just doesn't get drunk because she usually takes baby sips.
お尻はちょっと勘弁していただけないでしょうか。
汚いもん見せてんじゃないわよ。
Eiji is equally as hammered. He was bending over with his ass crack on full display, so Dudu gave him a kick right in the behind.
炭火で焼いたお肉でお酒がうまいのなんの。グビグビ。キラメちゃんだ。一緒に飲もう。
Given her last traumatizing experience drinking with Nagumi, Kirame hides behind my back.
たく、なんで俺が炭の管理しなくちゃいけねえんだよ。酒をよこせ酒をおら。
This is too much. I'm just gonna go eat some meat.
私の酒が飲めないって言うの？
Sorry, you, but we both know you're not drunk, so could you stop pressing yourself up against me?
ちょっとだけ酔ってるよ。ほら、横乳のカードが緩い。
Stop that, will you? Yui comes over holding a can of beer and starts clinging to me. Her swimsuit doesn't cover everything, and the skin contact is making me get cold feet.
おっぱい当ててるんだから勃起しろ。
Could you lower your voice, please?
ナオくんがイワちゃんにセクハラしてる。
Actually, it's the other way around! Hey, I'm the victim here. Do you not have eyes? Kirame watches on while stuffing her cheeks with
あ
takoyaki.
れ、レイラはどこ行ったのよ。
向こうで頭から砂に埋まってた。
あ、そう。仕方ないわね。あんた一緒に飲む？
お酒はナオくんに禁止されているので
ああ、確か弱いんだったわね。ジュースもあるわよ。ほら、ちゃんと水分補給しておかないと。
ありがとうレイちゃん。たこ焼き食べる？うん。
Ruru's hands are full with a can of beer and a chicken skewer, so Kirame has to feed her the takoyaki while flustered. Now that's what I call progress.
古賀くん、ちょっと寂しいんじゃないの？
Yeah, seeing your child grow up so is both wonderful and sad.
パパ。
Do not call me that. Coming from you especially, it's extra weird.
シラフ相手は釣れなくて退屈。もっと私を喜ばせろ、彼氏。
I'm not sure if I'm imagining it, but I feel a lot closer to you than I was before. Nothing particularly special has happened, but maybe this is the result of spending a night in the same room. It'd be one thing if we were alone, but I really wish you wouldn't do this when we're in public. At least Kirame is distracted with Rui right about now. Well, guess who's not?
なんだ
Don't
か
mind.
ナオくん、ユアちゃんと距離が近い気がする。
そう？あんただって傍から見たらあんなもんだけど。
私がナオくんと？
Good deflection.
全く自覚なかったのね。
That dumbass wouldn't know danger if it slapped him in the face, so I'm not about to cover for him. However, I'm hardly an expert at socializing myself, so I'll take advantage of this to make conversation.
ほんと。見たらあのクズのことチラチラ見てるじゃないの。これはいよいよね。
It's a miracle that his infidelity hasn't come to light already, given that both of his girlfriends are right here.
やっぱりあいつ隠そうともしてないんじゃないの？
I asked him about it, but he gave me no clear answer. I know it's none of my fucking business, but I can already look the other way when I've got this love-struck girl over
って
here.
いうかあんただってさっきバッチリ手繋いでたじゃないの。
繋いでません。
別にどっちだっていいけど。なんか自分が目立たないと思ってるみたいだけど、全然そんなことないんだからね。
ルイちゃんって周りの人のことよく見てるよね。ちょっとナオくんみたい。
嫌でも目に入るだけよ。あのクズと一緒にしないで。
If they're putting themselves on display, then I think I have a right to look. That's how I am.
ヒラメ、お肉食べる。
Oh no.
スペースミャコ？
これはキャトルミューティレーションされてるわね。
お肉食え食え。
Meat is forcibly shoved into her mouth. Why isn't she doing it to me? It's on purpose.
うじゃ
なんて豪快なゲロ吐き。いくら外だからって汚していいわけじゃないのよ。
ミヤコのゲロ見てたら気分が。
ちょっと私はゲロ処理する居酒屋バイトの店員じゃないのよ。
What the hell? She can puke without having a single drink.
吐きやすい子っているよね。
I'd probably get along with you better if you got everything out of you like that too.
なんでもかんでも思いの丈を正直に測れるのもそれはそれでだるくない？
Man, you're unflinching, and I don't mean that in a good way.
ありがとう。
That wasn't a compliment. Still, we're definitely a lot closer now, so I think the way I'm going about things is just fine.
いつどこで誰がユアのこと気安く名前で呼ぶことを許可したのかしら？
My neck is being grabbed. I have no idea how she gets so much strength out of those dainty arms. I've been hitting it off with both Kirame and Yua today, but now things have suddenly taken a turn for the worst. For the worse. All I did was take a trip to the bathroom. I should have gotten Kirame to come with me. I thought this one was being awfully quiet today, but it turns out she was just biding her time until she could catch me alone. Talk about terrifying. Ahem. Why, it was none other than Yua herself. What of it? Put on a brave face and refused to back down.
でしょうね。だけどあなたから呼んだのでしょ。ユアの呼び方は変わってないんだ。
You're way too observant.
私なんて未だに恥ずかしくて本人の前でユアって呼べないというのに。
Okay, if you ask me, calling her booty goes way beyond that.
それに私だって呼び方くらいでガチギレするほど沸点は低くないわ。
You just did. Then what the hell's your deal?
あなたトイルさんとずいぶん仲良さそうじゃないの。
Yeah, and I'd love to get along with you too if possible.
話のそらし方が三流ね。分不相応にユアと仲良くしているのなら、もっと話術を学びなさいよ。
I don't know why you think she's some goddess. She's just a girl who loves to be sneaky and has a comeback for everything.
あら、そんなに息の根を止められたいの？全くもってその通りだけれど。
Then why are you threatening me? This is why I can't bring myself to hate Ibaraki.
それにしても、ずいぶんユアとも仲良くなったわね。何か特別な時間でも共に過ごしたのかしら。
Nah, why? It's just trauma dump. You tend to get closer after trauma dumping all over each other. And trauma dumping here is not some weird euphemism for throwing up. I was very special, right? Jealous, bet you are.
どうせお泊まりしたとか、その程度のことでしょ？残念ね。それぐらいなら私だって負けてないわ。
What? So you stayed over at her terribly cramped single-room apartment?
もう何度もあるわ。ああ見えてユアは寂しがり屋なのよ。
I thought I was the only one who stayed there other than Shia-chan. God damn it.
別に張り合うところでもないでしょう。
Could have fooled me with how smug you're acting. She ended up boasting about how well she gets along with you, and seems content enough with that. Personally, I think me staying the night at her place is a rather huge development, but still. This is much better than having her flip out at me.
かと思えば、トイロさんどころか三越場さんとも海野さんともずいぶん仲良しじゃないの。まさか、お尻が半分しかないあのクズ男のようなことをしようとしているわけじゃないでしょうね。
Pretty sure Hoshino's ass is still whole. Not that I've seen it. Guess she's not ready to let me off the hook yet after all.
これが最後通牒だと思いなさい。前も言った通り、あなたがユアに本気なら構わないわ。でもそうでないのなら、この私が一緒に地獄へ落としてあげる。
You got the eternal companionship of a beautiful woman. Doesn't sound like a bad deal to me.
ユアの悪いところ、パッチリ映ってるじゃないの。
Either way, I've got some to look forward to. Getting to shack up with you if I fuck up. That's the best insurance offer I've ever seen.
言ってなさい。
She has a sharp tongue, but she's a nice person deep down. She's even supporting me, although I'm sure that's just because she doesn't want to incur Yua's ire. There's not really much point in me overthinking this, since I don't know how they became friends in the first place.
体調はどう？もう宇宙から帰ってきた？
お肉食べてた途中から記憶がすっぽりと抜け落ちてる。
My mouth tastes strangely acidic, but other than that, I'm feeling rather refreshed for some
の
reason.
ぶたさん、おめでとう。
いきなり何の祝福？
なおと付き合ってるんでしょ。
あれ？古賀くん、海野さんに教えたんだ。それは意外だな。
Nah, she probably just heard you say
て
it!
いうか、私は秘密にって言ってるのに、勝手にバラしやがってからに。
ありがとう。
このタイミングでありがとうはおかしいと思うけどな。
最近のなお、楽しそうだから。
そう？相変わらず寝不足で不健康そうにしか見えないんだけど。
私のせいだって言いたいの？
さあね。あ、お肉まだあるよ。
Wonder if she's actually noticed the same thing with Nao.
きっかけは全部海野さんなんだからね。後から恨まれても困るわけで。
分かってる。
分かってないよ。
She always stares at you like she knows everything. I can probably count the number of words we exchanged in total. So what does she think she knows about me?
一番覚悟が必要なのは私でも古賀くんでもない海野さんなんだから。
ねえ、何するつもりなの？
とっても大事なこと。私が私よりも大切だと思ってること。だけどそれも古賀くん次第ではあるかな。私も何だって思い通りにできるわけじゃないからさ。
Notice that Nao is often nowhere to be seen, even though you used to be together all the time. Even now I've realized that something's starting to change.
さて、次は誰が泣くことになるんだろうね。
She's pissing me off so much that I'm starting to hope Nao does make her cry.
なにハルトのお話？
レイラ、生きてたんだ。
なごみと缶ビール開けたところまでは覚えてるよ。
He's always the first to pass out chugging down drinks despite not being able to hold her alcohol at all that well.
私が最強ってことでいいかね。私も負けてないけど。
こいつら全員肝臓終わってそうだな。
All your livers are fucked!
あれ、そういえばヒラメはどこ？
Not only have I been talking to drunkards non-stop, but I ended up sympathy puking with Miyako. So I'm taking a break by floating on my swim ring. Off in the distant shore, I see now having a conversation with Ibaraki.
ナオ君、女の子をとっかいひっかいして仲良くしてる気がする。
They're all friends, so it's nothing surprising, I suppose. But I'm a girl too, and it makes me upset.
ナオ君の初めての相手が都だったのも衝撃的だったけど、あんな風にいろんな子に手を出してるのかな。
Maybe he hooked up with Yua or Rui at some point, and their relationship already ended. Feels like he's been living in a completely different world to a late bloomer like myself.
なのに、どうしてあんなに私のことよく見てくれてるんだろう。
Maybe he feels responsible in his own way for how we ended up meeting each other.
それとも、やっぱり私とのラブラブセックス目当て？
Admittedly, I was the one who first brought that up.
私のこと好みらしいけど、それだって本当のことかどうかわからないし、どうしたらナオ君とこれ以上仲良くなれるんだろう。
I can tell that I'm getting impatient. That's why I blurred that stuff out when he told me about Miyako. But I don't regret it. Meant every word I said.
ナオ君となら。
It's the only reason my legs are dangling free. The shore looks further away than it did a minute ago.
あれ、もしかして私流されてる？
I was so lost in my thoughts that I didn't realize.
こういう時はまず落ち着いて大声で助けを呼ばないと。
I kick with my feet to try and push myself back to shore while taking a deep breath. Rather than cry for help, I specifically call for him. Oh, you should have a set of lungs on you. Almost gave me a heart attack. Now he's standing beside me, holding me onto both me and my swim ring. You're a big girl, learn to pay attention. Getting stranded out at sea is no laughing matter, you hear me?
どうしてナオ君こんなに早く？
How? I'm always watching you from afar. You're far too ditzy to be left on your own devices.
それはそれで気持ち悪いんだけど。でもありがとう。ちょっぴり怖かった。
I know why I imagine he literally has her over one shoulder and the swim ring under the other. You can still touch the ground with your feet here.
本当だ。
Now that I've calmed down and stretched out my legs, my feet touch the bottom. Honestly, how are you ever gonna manage without me?
ごめん。でももうちょっとだけこのままがいい。
Only for a little bit, someone might see us. I didn't ask because I wanted to snuggle up to him, but because I'm so overcome with relief that my legs have given
本当
out.
はずっとこのままがいいなんて思ってないんだから。
Waves lapping against me should feel cold, but right now everything seems so warm.
何見てるのよ。
私は全てを見ているのだよ。
Oh yeah, she knows about the cheating.
あんた、あのクズに昔のこと話したらしいわね。一体どういう風の吹き回し？
なんでルイがそんなこと知ってるの？まさか。
お願いだから気色の悪い想像だけはしないでもらえる？万が一にもそれだけはないと言っておくわ。
そんなこと言われたってさ、好きでもないと古賀くんと仲良くなるなんてありえないことだと思うんだよね。
そうね。好きで仲良くなってないからありえるのよ。
意味わからないんだけど。
行動原理が世界一意味不明なあんたにだけは言われたくないわ。
最近のルイだって私にはもうよくわからないことばかり言ってるけどな。
これでもあんたとは喧嘩別れしている真っ最中だもの。
ルイがごめんぴょいって可愛くコスプレでもしながら頭下げてきたら許してあげるのに。
今でも私は間違ってると思ってないから。
はいはい、そうでござんすか。ほんとそういうとこ硬いよねルイ。別に自分のことでもないんだからさ。
悪いけど 私が友達だったのは前のユアで、今みたいな偽物じゃないの。
どっちも正真正銘のユアちゃんなのにな。ひどいことばっかり言う。
またやってるよあいつら。近寄らんとこ。
エイジだってそう思うでしょ。人って変わるものだもんね。
わざわざ女同士の喧嘩に巻き込まないでくれるか。ちょっと家がご近所だっただけでお前のうさばらしにいじめられるのはもううんざりなんだ。
あんたからも言ってやりなさいよ。昔はあんなにも素直で可愛かったユアちゃんがこんな性悪になってしまって悲しいですって。
ルイ、悪いが俺はそこに関しては肯定派だからな。助けにはなってやらねえ。
Sorry, but I'm an enabler. I mean, based on my theory, save for Rui, just not an enabler specifically in yours, bro. I will continue making that joke about the fucking choice being turned back or become that man.
そうやって空気読めないから女にやっかまれて尻肉えぐられるのよ、この役立たずが。
まるで昔のやんちゃしていたようちゃんを見てるみたいで懐かしいよ。
ババアかよ。長老気取るならもっと若者にためになるアドバイスしてやれ。
私が何か言ったところでなるようにしかならないでしょ。私とようちゃんみたいに喧嘩だってしちゃ悪いものでもないんだしさ。
ただの喧嘩で済めばいいけどな。
私にできることはいつでも帰れる場所とあったかいご飯を作って待っておくことだけだよ。
ったく相変わらず人のことばっかりで俺の話も聞いちゃすらいね。
私ね、院行くのはやめたよ。だから今年度で卒業だ。ようちゃんに葉っぱかけられたせいでモラトリアム延長がなかったことになっちゃった。
なんだよ、そういうめでたいことはさっさと教えろ。
でもあの子たちにはまだ秘密ね。私がいなくなるって知ったら泣きわめいて自分のこと考えられなくなっちゃうかもだから。
そこまで過大な信頼置かれてないだろう。飯係がいなくなるとぐらいにしか思っちゃいねえよ。
ようちゃんもお腹が空いたらいつでもご飯作りに行ってあげるからね。
だからそれはもう姉じゃなくてママだって。
どっちも似たようなものだよ。
なら俺のとこじゃなくてあいつらの飯作りに行ってやれよ。ミャーコとか栄養バランス終わってんだからお前いなかったら体壊すぞ。
そうだね。だからとっても名残惜しい。自分のこと最優先で考えるのって意外と大変なことなんだ。
俺らの中じゃお前が一番大人だよ。
おかしいな。ここにいる全員成人してるんだけどね。
年だけ食って勝手に大人になれたら誰も苦労しねえよ。
実は花火を買ってきました。みんなで線香花火勝負しよう。
Wear pants, girl!
地元じゃ負け知らずのこの私に勝負を挑むなんていい度胸だね。
あんたたち元気ね。さすがに飲みすぎたわ。
Fun continues even after the sun sets, though it's really starting to feel like it's time to leave.
ほら、古賀くんも勝負勝負。
No way, totally gonna blow mine out if you even think for a second you're about to lose.
やらないって。それともなーに？耳に吹きかけてほしいの？ふー。
Ah! Warm breath sends a shiver up my
ちょ
spine.
っとナオくん、私の真似ばっかりしないで。
So you realize that's what you sound like. Kirame picks up a sparkle and squats down next to me. Thought you wanted to get closer to you. I go talk to her alone.
緊張しないでお話できるようにナオくんのこと干渉剤にしてるの。あれ、ヨウちゃんのことって名前で呼んでたっけ？
Call you by your first name and basically everyone else too. Either that or a nickname.
それもそっか。
I planned on using that line to fool her regardless of when it came up, but it seems like she's more focused on talking with you right now anyway.
トイロちゃんも勝負する？じゃあせーので火つけよっか。
You know, I think it's gonna be harder to light them if they're all bunched together like this.
ナオくん、
Stand up myself and shift over in front of Yua and Kirame so the two girls are positioned next to each other instead. We all hold our sparklers toward the center and light them at the same time. Three of us stand in a circle looking down at the frizzling flames.
ふふ、君の方が綺麗だよ。なんてキザなセリフの一つでも言ってみたらどうなのかな、古賀くん。
I think you two are more cute than pretty.
じゃあ可愛いって言え。
Hey, quit shaking me, I'm gonna drop my sparkler.
二人が話してるとこあんまり見たことなかったけど、結構仲良しだよね。
そうだって私誰とでも仲いいし。
No, you're not. Except that keep that sparkler away from me, goddammit.
ほら、やっぱり仲良しさんだ。私以外みんなゆあちゃんと仲良しさんだ。
Look, Kira's pouting now. What are you gonna do to fix this?
今のって私のせいなの？
I end up trapped between the two girls I'm dating for the first time since Kirame got wasted, and I had that innocent fade to black moment with Yua. Since then, I've gotten much closer to the two of them, so I'm feeling a little on edge, even if things seem fine for now.
そうだな。じゃあこの際私もトイロちゃんじゃなくてキラメって呼ぼうかな。
キラメって呼んでほしい。
おお、前のめりでいいね。
Kirame haven't built on her experience with Urui as being a real go-getter
キ
today.
ラメはさ、どうして私なんかと仲良くしたいと思ったの？
最初は誰でもよかったというか。
何それひどい。
Kirame just wanted friends, she isn't picky.
ちゃんと人は選んでます。
She considered her options and still decided to be friends with this girl. I'm even more convinced there's something wrong with her.
だってゆあちゃん、なんだかキラキラしてて人気ありそうだったし、こんな風になれたらなって思って。
やだもう、キラメったら褒めすぎ。
そういうゆあちゃんはどうして私なんかと仲良くしようとしてくれるの？
だってキラメふわふわしてて面白いし、古賀くんとも仲いいし。
ナオくんとも仲良く見える？
さっきも海の中で二人イチャついてたよね。
That's not what's going on. I was just helping because she was being dumb and almost got stranded at sea.
そうなの。って誰がそそっかしいよ。
Sorry, but it's the truth.
怪しいな。
そんなこと言ったらゆあちゃんだってナオくんとひそひそ話ばっかりしてる気がする。
私はミステリアスな女なの。秘密の一つや二つ持っていてもおかしくないんだよ。
Damn, she saw that? Thought I felt a children up my spine, but anyway, I was being truthful, so there's nothing wrong with me saving someone in the ocean. In any case, I doubt you suspect me two timings, I have nothing to be worried about, at least I hope.
この男、私たち以外の女の子にもいい顔しいだし、好きあらばエッチなお姉さん口説いてる向こうのバカみたいにお尻でも刺されたらいいんじゃないかな。
What the hell did Hoshino do to you anyway?
ルイと似たようなおせっかい焼いてきたから、それ以降ムカついて。
So you're just venting your anger on him. Hilarious.
やっぱりゆあちゃんとナオくんの方が怪しい雰囲気を感じる。
Get to know her better and she'll probably tell you all about it in one go too. Speaking of which, now would be a good time.
でも残念。そろそろ勝負がついちゃいそう。
Sparklers are slowly beginning to dim. It was risky getting these two girls together, but it was a beautiful sight to behold. Overall, beautiful things eventually fade.
落ちちゃったね。同時だったし、勝負は引き分けかな。
Ooh, I'm the winner! Sparkler goes out with a puff ever so slightly after theirs do.
なんだかちゃっぴり寂しいね。
でもずっと見てたら飽きちゃうだろうから、キラキラきらめくのは一瞬の方が私はいいと思う。
To me, it looks like you is suffering from loneliness as well. Why isn't anybody celebrating my victory?
ナオくんだけ仲間外れなの。ねえゆあちゃん。
If you keep teasing me, I'm gonna set off a Catherine wheel right in front of your feet.
普段のお返しだもん。
古賀くん言われてるね。そう、 キラメをいじっていいのは私だけなんだから。
In the near future, the very thing I'm looking at is going to flicker out of existence, just like those sparklers. All I can do is hope that their new friendship doesn't fall apart once my infidelity comes to light. If a sparkler runs out, you can't just relight it and watch it burn again after all.
あ、みやこだ。酔いはもう大丈夫なの？
Finished cleaning up after ourselves, and while everyone's getting ready to leave, I spot Miyako spacing out on her own.
波の音が
Yeah, I sure can hear them as well! Jesus!
するね。昼間はワイワイ騒いでたせいか全然聞こえなかったのに。不思議な気分。
I've been talking to people a lot more than usual today, so I think I'll be able to talk to Miyako as well.
ねえみやこ。私ね、ナオくんに昔のこと聞いちゃったの。
そう。
リアクション薄っ。
私がナオのお姉ちゃんなのだ。
そうやって自慢することなの？
だって何も変わらないでしょ。
え？
ナオはいつもと変わらない。あの日からずっと私から逃げようとしてる。
逃げるっていっつも一緒にいるような気がするけど。
ナオは私のそばにいたくないと思ってるはず。
そんなことないと思う。
ヒラメにはわからないよ。
Miyako mutters that in a hostile
だ
tone.
ってナオくんはそんな意地悪じゃないから。いや、意地悪なことはよく言うけど、そうじゃなくて、言葉がうまくまとまらない。
ヒラメは私じゃないから。
Always wanted to be friends with Miyako. It kind of makes me feel guilty, but I want to with her even more than I do with Yua. That's why I have to discuss this with her.
私ね、実はナオくんとお付き合いしてるの。
This is the moment where Miyako just sits there. What? Like, what? Hold on.
そうなんだ。
だからみやこにちゃんと聞いておきたい。
何を？
みやこは今でもナオくんのこと好き？
She says nothing, just staring silently out at the ocean. It takes a moment of listening to the waves to realize that it's her kind of way of saying
わ
no.
かった。もう何も聞かない。だけど後で怒らないでね。ごめん、みやこ。
Not entirely sure what I'm apologizing for. Since she's no longer saying anything, I slowly walk away from her. There's no stopping me now. I can't tolerate this stressful feeling any longer.
私なんだ。ずっとナオくんとこのままじゃいけないのは私なんだ。
It's a stupid reason if I do say so myself. But if it's gonna kick my cowardly butt into action, then I'll gladly use
こ
it.
れでナオくんが私のことを拒絶したらそれでいい。ありえないかもしれないけど、受け入れてくれたら嬉しい。なんて。
Whichever direction it goes, someone will be happy. Either me or someone else, maybe even Miyako. Sure, the state of limbo means no one gets hurt, but I can't stand it anymore. I know things can't stay this way forever.
ナオくん、今度私と二人きりでデートして。
Invite me out? Sure, I mean, never thought this day would come.
もう、人が勇気出して誘ったんだから、もっと真面目に受け取ってよ。
So easy going, kind of pisses me off. But that's fine. Crab comes scuttling over to my feet. Just between us, crabs seem rather fond of me. It's my special ability. Think back on the previous conversation. Something feels wrong to me. Remember Kirame bring me with confidence, but I'm sure there was something far more important.
横歩きしかできないのに幸せ？腕ずっと上げてて疲れない？
Snip, snip.
そうやって返事するんだ。なんて言ってるか全く伝わらないけど。
Yes, it doesn't matter. Whatever Kiraman's planning won't change anything anyway. I've taken a hands-off approach ever since we met, so I'm in no position to do anything now.
信太さんに。ナオが出会いさえしなければよかったのに。
But I realize I'm responsible for making them run to the beach in the first place.
ほんと不器用なやつばっかり。
それで結局ルイはどうしたいんだ？
どう転んだって私は私なりにうまく立ち回るだけよ。あんたもせいぜい急所を刺されないようにしておきなさいよ。
火遊びの加減ぐらいもう覚えたさ。ルイと飲む時の加減は未だにわからないけどな。
From what I've observed of that prick's actions, I can tell things are going to get even worse. Although it's none of my concern.
ねえ、あんたってどこまで気づいてるの？
ああ、さあね。俺はいつだって自分と女の子たちのことで精一杯なんだ。
あんたぐらい開き直ったら案外うまくいくのかしらね。
尻刺される覚悟があるなら何だってできるだろう。
No, this prick here doesn't have the balls to back up his bravado.
ねえねえ、二人で何の話してるの？
どこまでもめんどくさいあんたの話よ。
私ったら相変わらずモテモテ大人気で困っちゃう。
寄ってきた男をただ切っては捨て切っては捨てしてるやつをモテてるとは言わないのよ。
だな、モテモテとはつまり俺のことほら。
ちょっと燃えかすの不燃ゴミはちゃんと捨てておかないとダメでしょ。
ユアもどこまで感づいてるんだか。
Not that it's any of my business.
待った。
You know what? I feel like shit's gonna go down soon. So I kinda want to end it here already. You know what? I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna end it here. Shit is absolutely gonna go down soon, and when shit's going down, I want to have
セーブ。
more time to actually go for this shit. And that is not the case today because work tomorrow. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye.